Hello, folks. We're on the air with VA3EWB, making sure we get this going today. I rearranged the shack there today and just making sure that we have the sound working. So I'm going to see if this works, and if not, that's okay. I'll do a video a different time. Um, but we'll see how this goes. And then, because we're going to be starting the net in 2 minutes. Okay, I'm on my home, my regular page. Let's see if I can hear any sound. Nevertheless, testing one, two, three.
I'm on my home,
Yep,
my
got sound.
page. Let's see if I can hear any sound. Nevertheless,
Testing one, two, three.
I'm on my home,
Yep, got sound.
page. Let's see if I can hear any sound. Nevertheless, testing one, two, three. I'm on my home,
Got sound.
page. Let's see if I can hear any sound. Nevertheless, testing one, two, three. I'm on my home,
Got sound. Okay, one more minute. We're gonna get started here. We're doing the Procom Net tonight, the first one of the year. In 1 minute. Good evening and welcome to the Ontario Provincial Communications Network. This province-wide communications net is conducted on Thursdays and Sundays at 2000 hours using wide coverage link repeater systems. This includes the Escarpment Repeater Association, the Central Ontario Repeater System, the URU Repeater System, the SORT System, the PMO System, as well as the VE3 TNK Hub. This network of repeaters provides a full range of multi-mode interoperability using analog and digital communications, including the IRLP, AllStar, Echolink, and D-Star systems. Connections to the Procom Net can be made on the IRLP system using node 9055. Access to the net via AllStar node 27288. D-Star stations can use the reflector X-Ray Romeo Foxtrot 416 Alpha. In the event of a declared emergency in the province of Ontario, this network would be activated to provide auxiliary communications for Emergency Management Ontario, EMO. This is the direct communications net using Emergency Management Ontario District and community names. Your net station tonight is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. My name is Ernest, and I'm located in St. Andrews, West Ontario. I will now stand by for any emergency priority or welfare traffic or severe the weather reports for Canmore. Okay, nothing heard. Please use sufficient power to access the repeaters, and please use the phonetic alphabet when giving your call sign. We will now call for any stations from the Amethyst District, including Thunder Bay, Fort Francis, Dryden, and Kenora. Again, that's Amethyst District, Thunder Bay, Fort Francis, Dryden, and Kenora. Please come now. Could you repeat that one more time? Okay, how about now? Okay, thanks for that. Any stations from the Amethyst District, including Thunder Bay, Fort Francis, Dryden, and Kenora. Okay, okay, nothing heard. We're now going to move to the Albany District, including Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, Elliott Lake, Cochrane, and Timmins. Again, Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, Elliott Lake, Cochrane, and Timmins. Yes, Victor Echo 3, Bravo Tango Echo from Elliott Lake. Is that correct call sign? Thanks so much there, Bob and Elliott Lake. There, we got you in the log. Victor Echo 3, Echo Tango Echo. Also, I was saying my mic was distorted a little bit. Is it a little bit better now? Then we'll get started. Gotcha, gotcha. And thank you for that. Yes. I'm learning the ropes. You know, when you're on repeaters, it's back away, and when you're doing HF, it's totally different. Anyway, we wish you a happy new year here in 2025, the first net of the year there. And how are things going in your area?
Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor, V3 Echo Tango Echo returning. Ernest, we've had some snow flurries this afternoon. They've been kind of light. They're not really piling up an awful lot of snow here. We've had maybe a skip or so, and possibly an inch before that. I guess it was yesterday or so. But otherwise, not too bad to start to the 2025 year. So as long as we don't get any other freezing rain conditions right now, our temperature is almost -6 Celsius. So the humidity is dropping too. So we're looking good for overnight. And thanks very much for taking the net. I'll say Happy New Year to you and to everyone else on frequency. So 7-3 and V3 Echo Tango Echo. We're clear.
Thank you so much there, Rob. Victor Echo 3, Echo Tango Echo. Any other stations in the Sault Ste. Marie, Algoma, Elliott Lake, Cochrane, or Timmins area, please come now. Okay, now calling for any stations in the Bruce District, including Great Bruce, Concordant, Owen Sound, Kitchener, Cambridge, Region of Waterloo, Orangeville, and Dufferin County. Again, that's Grey Bruce, Kincardine, Owen Sound, Kitchener, Cambridge, Region of Waterloo, Orangeville, and Dufferin County. Please come to the Procom Net.
Victor Echo 3, Alpha November Tango, Scott in Cambridge.
Okay, we picked up Victor Echo 3, Alpha November Tango, Scott and Cambridge. Any other stations? Okay, Scott, Happy New Year to you. Thanks for being on the net. And how's it going in your area in Cambridge tonight?
Fine business, VE3AT, Scott in Cambridge. Good evening, my name to all in the Procom Net, and Happy New Year to one and all. Well, it's pretty quiet here right now. We did get quite a bit of snow last night. It came down quite heavily at a couple of points, so we to get snow to welcome in the new year. So it's pretty quiet here. No traffic from the Great Bruce area from this end. With that, I'll turn it back to net control from VE3AT.
VE3ANT in the group. Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey returning. Scott, good to hear you out there. I was listening to the Procom Net on Sunday there, and it's good to have the folks out there like you and Bob that are here weekly on Sundays and Thursdays, and we'll welcome you to a good 2025. any other stations in the Kitchener, Cambridge, Regional Waterloo, Orangeville, Dufferin County. Before we move on, please come down. Okay, now calling for the Capital Seaway District. That's my district there. That's Ottawa, Renfrew, Brockville, and Cornwall. Again, the Capital Seaway District. Ottawa, Renfrew, Brockville, and Cornwall. Please come down. Okay, nothing heard from the Capital Seaway District. I did hear a couple of people out there before we got started. We'll ask one more time and then we'll move on. Any other folks from the Capital Seaway District, Ottawa, Renfrew, Brockville, or Cornwall, please come now. All right, we're now calling for Golden Horseshoe District, Hamilton, Niagara, Brantford, as well as any stations in New York State. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot Portable, Vern in Rotterdam. Victor Echo 3, Tango Tango Oscar. Victor 3, Charlie Yankee Echo Robert in Dundas. Victor Alpha 3, Whiskey Mike, John in Niagara on the Lake.
Okay, we'll hold it there. We picked up quite a few stations. I picked up, looks like 5 stations there. One call I did not get that well. It was a little static in the background, but I did pick up Victor Alpha 3, Charlie Romeo Foxtrot. We have there Vern in Waterdown. Nice to hear you there, Vern. We also picked up VE3 TTO, Gary there in Hamilton. The third call sign I didn't pick up that well. And I have also Victor Alpha 3 Whiskey Mike, and I think VE3 CTE. We'll go to the top of the list so we can make any corrections as we head down the line there. Vern, Happy New Year to you. Come on in from Waterdown.
Good evening, Ernest. Happy New Year to you and everybody on the net. Appreciate you doing the net. It's time for a walk right now. It's snowing pretty good up here in Waterdown.
Really?
I'm just walking by the skating rink here in Memorial Park. It's quite busy. Lots of folks out skating this evening. Temperature's -3, but the wind makes it feel probably like -11. It's a pretty cold wind and it's gusting pretty good. Anyway, I appreciate you doing the net, Ernest, and I hope that everyone has a great upcoming 2025. Thanks for doing it, Ernest.
Thanks so much, Vern. Thanks for the New Year's well wishes. And at least you guys are getting snow. It is the green grass of home around these parts. We had a little sprinkling here, a little dust, but nothing to write home about. And I'm seeing more four-wheelers out around here than snowmobiles. Thank you for being there, and we're going to go down. We'll break with you and pick it up with Victor Echo 3, Tango Tango Oscar. Gary, good evening to you.
3 PTO here. Happy New Year's to everybody on net, on the Procom Net this evening. And one of the stations that I think you missed was VE3CYE, Bob and Dundas.
Thank you for that, Gary. Yes, Robert and Dundas, VE3CYE. We'll definitely pick him up there. Gary, good to hear you out there this evening, too. Thanks for bringing me on to the net tonight. It was good to get the call there. And you have a good New Year there. Okay, we'll break with you there, Gary. And we'll try to pick up VE3CYE, Robert and Dundas.
Okay, good evening, Ernest, and welcome to everyone listening on the Procom Net tonight. Thank you, Gary, for pitch hitting for me there. I wasn't sure if I was making it in or not, so appreciate that, Gary. Yeah, things are pretty calm out here in Dundas. The snow accumulation out here has been very sporadic. We've got about an inch or so, and then it melts, and then we get an inch or so, and then it melts. But it's been very nice for me
Happy New Year to you, Happy New Year to you there, VE3CYE. Yeah, 40-minute walk there. I'm telling you, uh, I'm at home now, recovering from a shoulder surgery there, and I was getting my daily walk. I was paying $20 a day there, downtown Ottawa, working right across the street from the courthouse. That was becoming pretty expensive. Couldn't even spell radio. It cost too much to even do that. So I got a parking spot about 6 blocks down the road, and I was slimming up there. You know, the wife started giving me a second look there from all that exercise. Okay, thank you so much for being out there. We're going to keep it going down the line. Now, you may be the call sign that I didn't think I had right there, but I did have a VE3 CTE, but it might be CYE. Then we have VA3 Whiskey Mike. So let's go ahead and pick up with VA3 Whiskey Mike, and if there is another station out there that I missed, we're going to grab you after VA3 Whiskey Mike. Come on in there, John.
Good evening, Ernest. This is John, VA3WX in Niagara Lake. Current temperature here is -1 on the chilly side, but not all that chilly, I suppose. No sign of snow here, and I think it's good for the beginning of 2025. All good here. So a very happy New Year to everyone on net, and happy PODAS to everybody of VA3WF.
Yes, indeed, VA3WM. Yes, happy POTUS to everybody. I think I may have pulled off first place this month for the Rack Challenge, Portable Challenge. We will see. I know that I had to get a hold of Ante there because the software wasn't allowing anybody to put anything in on the 30th and the 31st. So I sent him a message and he fixed it straight away. Didn't want to have him doing any work on New Year's Day, but I was like, well, there's a lot of people out there celebrating with family and friends. I keep looking at it about every 6 hours to see if anything's happening. But it's been good to be out there and doing that POTA there. Thank you so much. Now, there was a station I think I may have missed. Let's go ahead and take you now in the Hamilton, Niagara, Brantford, and New York State area. Come on, please come now. Okay, let's try one more time. Okay, we'll probably pick you up at the end of the net there. If I have missed anyone or we have gone by your area, don't worry. We'll do an all call at the end of the net. We'll be happy to take your calls at the end of the net. Remember, use significant power to get into the repeaters. Also, I know I'm guilty of it. There's a bit of a pause, so we should key up, wait a little second or so, and then talk, and then go from there. Thank you so much. Everything's going on good tonight. Let's keep it going and bring in the Greater Toronto area, the GTA Greater Toronto area. That's Toronto, York region, and Durham region. Again, Toronto, York, and Durham regions. Please come to the Procom Net. Okay, I hear a station keying up the repeaters, but we can't hear anything from you. Try one more time before we move on. One more time, please. Okay, I heard you a little bit there, but not quite. Let's try it again. Your audio was really down. Try one more time, please.
Sorry, it's taken a hot tonight, but
Well, we did catch all that transmission that time, and we appreciate you being out here tonight and joining us for the Procom Net. Any other traffic from you today? How's the weather and stuff in your area? Over.
Well, the snow started this morning, and my wife got up. She said, "Hey, it's white outside." And we looked outside, and there was no sun. It just looked gray. And then a snowplow went down the road, and the sun started coming out. And my nurse came over to see me and do my test. And then it started to snow. I mean, it really started to snow. The snow was so bad it was going sideways. And then it stopped, the sun came out. And then around 4 o'clock today, the sun went down, and I came in and talked to the AllStar Net to my friend Don. Anyways, I'm sorry to take you up there that time, and I'll let you get back to your net. Thank you so much for allowing me to use WBZ.
Thank you so much for coming in there. And, well, everybody else, we would love some of that snow. Well, I can't speak for everybody, but I know we would love some snow in our area. The grandkids were just looking, they were here over the weekend, and they were wanting to go play in the snow. And they had their, I forget what those things were called, but it has like the ski in the front and the 2 tracks on the back, and they were just kind of looking at grass and mud. Thank you so much. Okay, one last call for the GTA area there. Yes, did I get ahead of myself? Oh, no. Yes, GTA area, Toronto, York region, and Durham region. Please come on in.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta Victor Yankee. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Golf Kilo.
Okay, we picked up 2 more stations. Victor Alpha 3, Delta Victor Yankee, David, and Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Golf Kilo Ward there. Let's bring it to the top of the list there with David. Come on in.
Evening, Ernest. Thanks for doing that. Victor Alpha 3, Delta Victor Yankee, David Richard Hell. Nothing doing in Richard Hell tonight. It's nice and clear, a little bit colder. Probably some snow on the way. But I got to keep this short. I've got dinner cooking here, so I'm going to cut you free. Again, thanks for doing that. And have a good evening, and Happy New Year. So, you and all of that. VA3, your wife, Claire.
Thank you so much, and Happy New Year to you as well. We'll break with you and bring it out to my friend Ward there. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Golf Kilo. Come on in, Ward. How are you today?
Good evening, and good evening to all our messages. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Golf Kilo. Just want to wish everyone a happy New Year, happy 2025, and hopefully everything goes well for everyone this year. And just back to what you know too, just responding to a couple of emails from the office, and heading out to bed as 3:30 comes early. Anyways, Ernest, back to you, and again, thank you for doing the net site, and we'll talk again on Sunday. So back to you from Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Golf Kilo.
Yes, indeed, Ward. Yes, indeed. I don't know how you do it, man, with the 3:30. I was struggling trying to get up at 5 to drive over to Ottawa. Happy New Year to you, Ward, and we'll see you down the line there. All right, any other calls for the GTA Toronto area, Toronto, York region, and Durham region? Please come now.
Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo. That's Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo. Warren in East York.
Okay, we picked up Warren in East York. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Delta Echo. Come on in, Warren.
Good evening. Speaking is now on frequency 3
Thanks so much, Warren, VE3WE, and you have a good new year as well. Thank you so much. Okay, that's the last call for the GTA area. We're going to move on now to the GTA West area. That's going to be Peel Region, Halton, Burlington, Oakville, and Brampton. Again, Peel Region, Halton, Burlington, and Oakville and Brampton. Please come to the Procom Net.
Victor Alpha 3, Papa Romeo Echo, Peter in Milton, which is in Halton region, just along the 401.
Okay, we picked up Peter, Victor Alpha 3, Papa Romeo Echo. Any other stations before we begin? Please come now. Okay, let's bring in Peter there. Victor Alpha 3, Papa Romeo Echo. Good evening to you. Happy New Year, Peter.
Thanks very much, Ernest, and hello and Happy New Year to everybody listening on the net this evening. The weather has taken a definite change, I would say, for the worse, but it's pretty cool in here in Milton, even though we realize that we're in the south end of the scale, I guess, for cold weather, but with the wind coming from the northwest, which eventually comes off Georgian Bay, Lake Huron area, it can get pretty cool, and we don't stay out too long on a day like today. That's for sure. Back to you.
Thank you for that, Peter. Yes, we have a variety of different weather across the area there, and yeah, you have to be safe out there in it. That's for sure. Unlike myself today, who was going back and forth from the house to the garage in shorts, t-shirts, and Crocs, trying to get all of my parks on the air equipment and bring it in the house and all that stuff. Thank you so much, Peter, for being out there today in the Milton area there. So let's try to see if there are any other stations in the Peel region: Halton, Burlington, Oakville, or Brampton. Please come now. Okay, folks, we're going to keep it moving now. We're going to be calling for the Killarney District, the Sudbury, Manitoulin Island, and Indian stations along the shore of Lake Huron. Again, Sudbury, Manitoulin Island, and Indian stations along the shore of Lake Huron. Please come now. Okay, nothing heard. Now calling any stations in the Lakes District. That's Barry, Aurelia, Simcoe County, and Muskoka. Barry, Aurelia, Simcoe County, and Muskoka. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Delta Victor Whiskey. It's Dave in Barry.
Okay, we picked up Dave and Barry, Victor Alpha 3, Delta Victor Whiskey. Any other stations in the Barry, Aurelia, Simcoe County, or Muskoka? Please come now. Okay, Dave, Happy New Year to you. Thanks for being out, and we're glad to have you here on the first Procom Net of the year. And I'm so excited to be doing it there. Ward took us out of 2024, and I'm bringing us into 2025, and he'll be picking it up on Sunday for the first Procom Sunday Net on 2025. VA3 Delta Victor Whiskey. How are you today, Dave?
Well, a very good evening, Ernest, and everybody on Procom Net, and a Happy New Year to everybody, especially you, Ernest. Thanks for doing the net tonight. Appreciate that. Aurelia, eastern Lake Simcoe. They've got a really good dump of snow already so far today, and this is supposed to be going on through the night. So, we're just hunkering down indoors here, playing some radio and watching a bit of junior hockey at the same time, and enjoying the Procom Net. So, thanks for checking me in there, Ernest. Much appreciate that. Hope you're having a great evening out there. I know you're having a lot of fun with this, and good luck with the motor down the road. So I'll throw it back to the controller. Ernest, thanks again, and 7-3 to you, and everybody else, take care. Have a great week. VA3, Delta Victor Whiskey, listen.
VA3 Delta Victor Whiskey, VA3 EWB returning. Thank you so much for being out there. Last call for Lakes District, Barry, Aurelia, Simcoe County, and Muskoka. Please come now. Okay, calling for any stations in the Lawless District. Let's keep it going, folks. Calling for any stations in the Lawless District. Kingston, Frontenac, Belleville, and Trenton. Again, Kingston, Frontenac, Belleville, and Trenton. Please come down to the Procom Net.
Victor Echo 3, Golf, Victor Golf, Belleville.
Okay, we picked up Victor Echo 3 Golf, Victor Golf. Any other stations before we get started in this area from Barry, Aurelia, from Kingston, Frontenac, Belleville, and Trenton? Okay, Cameron, looks like you're going to be solo again. We've had a couple solo sites out here. We're glad to have you. It is the still people in the holiday mode and traveling and this and that. We're bringing you in for Belleville, Victor Echo 3 Golf, Victor Golf. Come on in.
Okay, very good, Ernest. This is VE3 Golf, Victor Golf. Name is Cam, location Belleville. And just thought we'd say Happy New Year to everyone on net, and hope it is a much better year. So anyhow, that's it from this end. Very little, a little bit of snow today, but not much to really talk about. VG3GVG, back to next call.
Thank you so much, Cameron, and you have a Happy New Year there. All right, any other stations from Kingston, Frontenac, Belleville, and Trenton? Please come now. All right, we're going to be calling for any stations in the Magnetowan District. That's Perry Sound, North Bay, Nipissing Brit. Again, Perry Sound, North Bay, Nipissing Brit. Please come now.
VE3YUI in Astorville, operator Dan, Delta Alpha November.
Okay, we picked up Dan, VE3YUI. Dan, we picked up Dan. Any other stations before we get started? In Perry Sound, North Bay, or Nipissing Brit? Dan, Happy New Year to you. Please come on in. VE3YUI, Happy New Year.
Same to you. Happy New Year to everybody who's listening. VE3YUI. We've got about an inch of snow. It's almost -4 here, except for .2. And that's about it that's happening out here in Chisholm, Astorville area. Okay, thanks for being there. Appreciate that. All the best to everybody. VE3YUI.
Thank you so much. Victor Alpha 3, Echo Whiskey Victor returning. Last call for Perry Sound, North Bay, and Nipissing Brit. Please come to the Procom Net. Okay, we're going to call for any stations now in the St. Clair District. Windsor, Essex, Chatham, Kent, Rondeau Provincial Park, and Sarnia. Again, Windsor, Essex, Chatham, Kent, Rondeau Provincial Park, and Sarnia. Please come down to the Procom Net. Okay, I heard a Victor Echo question mark golf station checking in. It was in and out. Let's try it one more time. Please come down.
Okay, well, I should be getting in. I'm Victor 3, Golf, X-ray, Kilo.
Okay, Victor Echo 3 Golf X-ray Kilo. Jeff, is that correct?
It is, yeah. Well, I hadn't checked it last year. How about now? No, I was actually quite ill for several, well, from the up to the 20th of December. I finally work on the 27th, and I was able to still have Christmas with the family, but somebody gave me something pretty nasty, and I hung on for some time, and I'm going to bed early a lot. That's not a good thing. I know it. I know I can really do it.
Victor Echo 3 Golf X-ray Kilo. Well, Jeff, we're glad that you're feeling better, and we're also happy that you got to spend some of the Christmas with the family. Yeah, you have to be very careful with that stuff. We had our grandkids over, and the one spent all night in the bathroom, so I was disinfecting everything because you know you never know what you're going to get, especially from the kids in school. So everybody be safe out there, and make sure you're not like I was saying earlier, out going between back and forth in shorts and a t-shirt. Make sure we're being appropriately dressed because this kind of weather, this warm, because it's right now it's just -1 here in St. Andrews West, just outside of Cornwall there, and you know it was very nice the last couple of days. I was out just a light sweater doing parks on the air. So we have to be careful out there before we catch our death of cold or whatever else is out there. All right, last call for Windsor, Essex, Chatham, Kent, Rondeau Provincial Park, and Sarnia. Please come now. Okay, we're going to move on now to any stations in the Severn District. The city of Kawartha Lakes, Peterborough, Lindsay, Halliburton, and Algonquin Provincial Park. Please come to the Procom Net. Okay, one last call for city of Kawartha Lakes, Peterborough, Lindsay, Halliburton, and Algonquin Provincial Park. Okay, we're going to move down. Now calling for stations in the Tecumseh District. That's London, St. Thomas, and Woodstock. London, St. Thomas, and Woodstock. Please come now.
Victor Alpha 3, Tango Alpha Charlie, Tom in London.
Okay, we picked up Tom in London, Victor Alpha 3, Tango Alpha Charlie. Any other stations in the London, St. Thomas, Woodstock area? Okay, Tom, come on in. Happy New Year to you. And how's it going in your neck of the woods there?
Happy New Year, and yeah, it's been since last year since we chatted. But anyway, things are pretty good. About an inch of snow. Starting to cool down a bit, but overall, pretty good. We got about 2.5 inches of rain there on Sunday, so glad things had a few days to dry up. Anyway, other than that, not too much to add. You take
Yeah, thanks for being there.
Thank you there, Tom, and we appreciate it. That's Victor Alpha 3 Tango Alpha Charlie. All right, we're now going to do general calls to any further stations with to check in. Please come with your call sign, and if you can, do it twice, and where you're from, your QTH. So again, general calls from any stations, anywhere. Please come now with your call sign and your QTH. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor. Okay, you guys don't have to come all in at once, but please come now. Any stations, anywhere, wishing to check in, please come now. Okay, nothing heard. At this time, we will close the net. And I wish to thank the owners and operators of the following repeaters: the Escarpment Repeater Association, the Central Ontario Repeater System, the URU Repeater System, the SORT System, the PMO System, as well as the T&K Hub. 73 all. I'm returning the repeaters back to their normal operations. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, and we'll be closing the net and be clear. 7-3 to everybody, and Happy New Year. Okay, that was a good net. Thank you guys for joining us on Facebook there, and we'll be uploading this to YouTube. Have a Happy New Year, a safe weekend there, and join us every Thursday and every Sunday. This time, this was on my actual Facebook page. Usually, it's in my my group, my ham radio group. Anyway, you guys have a great rest of your day, and thanks for joining me here on Facebook Live. This is Victor Alpha 3 Echo Whiskey Victor, and we're signing off.